Hello and welcome to this short video to mark the first anniversary of the launch of the Irish Skies Pod. I want to thank everyone who has supported the Irish Skies Pod and who has supported me in getting the channel off the ground. Especially I'd like to thank all of those who participated in the episodes and took the very brave step of being videoed and telling their stories publicly. In the first episode with Jim Lawler telling the story of Captain O'Connor and the forced landing at Mallow, Alan Wilson in Mallow very kindly gifted me a video recording that he made in his house in 1983 when Captain O'Connor and the other crew members told their side of the story. And in a re-editing of this episode, we had the eyewitness account of the event from William Tracy, who, from his Avair Shorts 330 above, saw the G2 landing on the racetrack. In episode 2, we looked at the dangers of controlled flight into terrain associated with the inputting of an incorrect Q&H pressure setting. And this episode could not have been made without the support of Captain Alex Rattray of the UK CAA, who took a punt on the credentials of an unknown and permitted me to incorporate their research and material into the episode. Episodes 3, 4 and 6 covered operational matters including TCAS operations versus STCA, TCAS cockpit display and the use of reduced separation in the vicinity of the aerodrome by tower controllers. Episode 5 featured Malcolm Nason going through his fabulous collection of aviation photographs across 7 decades. In episode 7 I met up with my old housemate Captain Brendan Bruton of Aer Lingus, who brilliantly took us through the historical, technical and operational details of the Uller. Episode 8, with the participation of Mark Slade and Sharon Convey, was recorded at and supported by the Atlantic Flight Training Academy at Cork Airport. In episode 9, Fiona Fogarty and my own brother Captain Pat Campbell told the story of Fiona's brother Neil, who after a night out in Jets nightclub ended up, unbeknownst to himself, in London Heathrow. Episode 10 commemorated the sad tale of the crash of Irish Air Corps Dove 188 in 1961, in which 2 ATC and 2 Air Corps personnel died. In episode 11, AirNav Ireland granted permission into the Shannon ATC Centre to explore how the airspace is sectorised each day to match the transatlantic traffic flows, as well as seeing the tools available to the controllers on a live sector. Episode 12 was scheduled for release today to mark the first anniversary. However, just 2 days ago I managed to track down a person whose contribution to the retelling of the event warrants delaying the release date for a short while. I've learned a lot in the first year. First and foremost, if you have an idea in your head, try it out and see how it goes. If it works, well and good. If not, at least you tried and you can eliminate it from your head then. Secondly, I completely underestimated the amount of work required to generate even a short episode, and it couldn't be done without the support from home. Thirdly, I learned that each episode must stick to the point of a very specific subject and shouldn't try to incorporate a number of sub-issues. Fourthly, I had initially sought to marry the nostalgic and historic episodes with operational ones. However, in the main, people want a break from work, and operational issues such as these will probably be better suited to a refresher training environment. And so going forward, except for some very specific subjects which I have planned, I'll be concentrating more on preserving the historical and nostalgic events. And thankfully, I really enjoy researching these events and meeting and interviewing the people involved. Thanks again for your support, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. The channel has grown from 0 to over 1,200 subscribers and over 45,000 viewings in the year, which as a solo operation I'm very happy with, but would love to see the channel continue to grow. So please spread the word on my behalf. More episodes will be coming, but having underestimated the workload involved at a lower pace than heretofore. Work-wise, I've never before seen the traffic volume or complexity that we're having this year, and so rest days really become rest and recovery days, and this, quite rightly, has reduced the amount of time that I can dedicate to the channel. I must say that the most enjoyable part of this venture has been meeting up with the participants, having them tell their story, and through each episode preserving their part in the story of Irish aviation. And finally, I'd like to thank the members of the aviation enthusiasts and photographers community who so willingly permitted the use of their photographs and videos which have been vital to each episode. Episode 12, which revisits an event from a number of years ago, is on its way shortly, and I think and hope that you'll agree with me that the delay was worth it to incorporate the new material which will be included. Thanks again, and please remember to subscribe to the channel.